Assalamu alaikum, sir. This is Sabbir Mahmood Raz, roll number 42. Our presentation topic is the current risks Bangladesh is facing with probable solution. Me and my team choose some problem that Bangladesh is facing. So we start with risks of earthquake. Bangladesh is facing a high risk of moderate to strong earthquake that may result in widespread damage and loss of thousands of lives. Also, the risk of tsunami, as four active sources of earthquakes in the Bay of Bengal can generate tremors with a magnitude of over 7 on the Richter scale in the Bay of Bengal, affecting the country seriously. Bangladesh is ill prepared to tackle the aftermath of any strong earthquakes. Earthquakes have increased in frequency in the country in the last 2 or 3 decades, and we have not a big earthquake here in hundreds years. This is a matter of worry. That means these small vibrations are sign of energy building up. As a result, there is a fear of major earthquakes ahead. Probable solution. There is no one definite solution to the problem of earthquakes in Bangladesh, but a variety of measures could help to reduce the risk of damage and loss of life. Some possible solutions include uh, improve the quality of construction in the country building and infrastructure, making sure that buildings are properly reinforced and earthquake resistant, educating the population about how to tackle precautions during an earthquake, creating an early warning system to provide warning of an impending earthquake. Last one, improving emergency response capabilities. That's from my side. I invite my group mate Toibul Hassan to present next part on our presentation. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. This is Toibul Hassan. Today, my presentation topic is risk of being bankruptcy. Now, the question is, what is bankruptcy? When an organization is unable to honor its financial obligations or make payment to its creditor is called bankruptcy. Why Bangladesh facing this problem? There are several reasons behind this problem. The first one is world economic recession. We have seen a world economic recession since the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, the Russia and Ukraine war has mobilized this recession. The second reason is corruption in development projects. We have seen a lot of corruption in development projects. For example, there is an allegation of corruption in Padma Bridge. The third one is bad situation of reserve. We saw a crisis of reserve and it is continuing. The fourth one is loan for unprofitable projects. And the fifth one is money laundering. And it is increasing in alarming rate. Now, come to the probable solution. To solve this problem, government should try to balance expense and its revenue. So it means the expense and revenue should be come close. The second solution can be prioritizing expanding on essential sectors and avoid spending in wasteful sectors. The third one is reducing taking too much debt. We have seen government are taking debt and it is from China and many European countries and IMF. Government should be cautious about debt. The most important one is corruption-free financial system. And the last one is diversifying economy. It means government and the whole country should not rely on one sector like garment sector. Government should try to diversify the economy. That's all from my side. Now I would like to invite my next team member, Pujade, for presenting her portion.
Namaskar, I am Pooja De, role 076. I will discuss the problem of inflation and price hike. Bangladesh is facing a great problem because of inflation. So, what is inflation? Inflation is a general increase in prices and fall in the purchasing value of money. It is not only a loss of real value in the domestic medium of exchange but also a unit of account. Bangladesh is facing a great problem because of it. The world market are stumbling, food prices are roaring, and inflation has become ever present across the world. The higher costs for imported food items such as wheat, soybean, etc., due to the Russia-Ukraine war, had a direct impact on the government has no price control mechanism in place for these goods. In fact, the Bangladesh currency taka has depreciated against the US dollar in recent times. Bangladesh, being a food importing country, such exchange rate depreciation causes an upward pressure on import prices. Rising inflation is of major concern for the government, as according to the Asian Development Bank. So, what are the causes behind it? There are many reasons behind it, such as increases in wages, administration cost, cost of production, increase in the price of raw materials, taxes, increase in the money supply, public spending, etc. Now, solution. Inflation can be controlled by a contractionary monetary policy. It aims to reduce the supply of money within an economy by lowering the prices of bonds and rising interest rates. Government can use wage inflation and price controls to fight it. Government can reform the tax code to raise more revenue. Policymakers should limit discretionary spending, reduce consumption-oriented spending. So that's all from my part. Thank you. Now I would like to invite the another team member.
Sir, this is Little Mutundar, roll 113. I am presenting the most concernable topic now is environmental damage. Firstly, I want to say what is environmental damage. Environmental damage is the degradation of the environmental through depletion of resources such as air, water, and soil. Then the causes of environmental damage. First of all, overpopulation, pollution, deforestation, solid waste, global warming, depletion of natural resources. Then the effects of this environmental damage. Then impact on human health, loss of biodiversity, ozone layer depletion, loss for the tourism industry, climate change including global warming, acid rain, photochemical smoke and other forms of pollution, ocean acidification, displacement of extinction of wildlife, resource depletion, food, water, food, etc. Then the probable solution of this environmental damage. The first of all was our energy consumption, then go vegetarian for a day, then recyclable oil technology, then conserve resources, then do some gardening and last of all buying session and avoid packaging. Besides those, by making conscious people, we can solve this problem easily. That's all of my side. My next member, Samuel, will discuss the rest. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Assalamualaikum. This is Mohammad Samuel Hakir, role 81. I would like to talk about risks of famine in Bangladesh. First of all, we have to know what is famine. A famine is situation where one in 5 households in experience and the extreme lack of food and the other part of need for starvation, days, destination are evidence. And what are causes of this famine in Bangladesh? There are some causes in famine in Bangladesh like flooding, rapid population resistance and restricted movement flooding between the district, extreme poverty due to the unemployment and exclusion of the natural disaster. And what are the probable solution of this problem? There are some probable solution of this problem like embrace climate extreme agriculture, advocate of the gender equality, support and hygiene sanitation, and improving the food storage the system. And that's all my part. I would like to invite my next team member. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Muhammad Mujahid Rahman Khan. My roll number is 28 and my presentation topic is risks of political violence. First of all, we have to know that what is the risk of political violence. The risk of political violence is the potential for physical, psychological, or economic harm caused by a political actor or group. So this risk of political violence can lead to economic instability and decreased foreign investment. Companies may become reluctant to invest in a country where there is a risk of political violence, as this can lead to a decrease in the value of their asset. In addition, political violence can cause disruption in the supply chain, and as businesses may be unable to transport goods or services due to transportation or security concern. This can include violent conflict between different political actors, intimidation or concern of individual groups, the suppression of dissent or protest, and poor governance or weak rule of law. The solution of these problems are strengthening the rule of law, increasing access to justice, improving accountability and transparency in institutions. Additionally, addressing underlying grievance and promoting dialogue and compromise between political actors can also help to reduce the risk of political violence. Thank you, sir. That's all about from my side and my group, Impelast.